One of the signs on my wall in my office to remind me every day, you think it's expensive hiring a good plumber? Try hiring a bad one. So in this video, that's what we're going to talk about. Are you selling the value? Do you understand what it costs a residential service provider to send a technician out, to send 2 technicians out in a van, travel time to get there, labor, materials, everything that they carry with them, everything that it costs the plumber. And so many customers think you ought to just come out and give them prices for free. Anyway, let's jump in and talk about why plumbing is expensive and the value behind it. Plumbing is so expensive. Well, it's true. Not just to the homeowner, but also to the plumbing company owner. Running a plumbing company costs a lot of money. And if your customers are complaining about your price is too high, you're not explaining the value. You're not explaining what it is you do and why you do it. So first of all, let's talk about plumbing costs. If I send out a plumber to someone's house and we do charge a service fee, we have an evaluation fee. We want to get a drug tested, background checked, licensed plumber out to someone's house to look at the problem and see what it is they really need. Now, it's hard to give someone a price over the phone because if you're wrong, they're going to hold you to it. Meaning if they just call and say, how much is it to install something? Well, we can think about what we think the labor is, what type product they think they have, and we can base a price on that. But truthfully, we need to get someone out there to look. The cost of labor, okay? Labor costs themselves are one of the biggest costs to plumbing company owners. Now, if I send a plumber and an apprentice out, I want you to think about it. I've got labor costs not just for one, but for 2 people. Now, I've got a vehicle cost, so I've got fuel, I've got tires, I've got wear and tear, I've got maintenance, I've got insurance, I've got different things like that. But then I've also got a truck full of materials and tools and equipment that goes out with them. Now, a lot of people call and are like, well, look, I just want you to come out and tell me how much it is. Well, great. It costs me, the residential service company owner, whether it's plumbing, electrical, HVAC, roofing, it really doesn't matter. It costs me a small fortune to keep these trucks running all the time. I cannot send them out to people's house for free. Now, a lot of time we have customers say, well, I'm not gonna pay that. Well, you know what? There's a special. So anyway, people wanna know why it's so expensive. So let's break this down. Number one, we've got overhead. We've got a building. We've got a place where our plumbers come in, train, learn, educate. I've got dispatchers and office people. So we've got a building that we have to pay for. We've got labor we have to pay for. Whether customers decide to use us or not, we've got to pay that labor to send people out. Our service fee helps alleviate some of that, and it just keeps people from kicking the tires. Well, I'm going to call 100 plumbing companies and get them out here and find out who's the cheapest. To be honest, that's probably not our customer anyway. We want to bring value. And if your residential service customers are saying you're too expensive, you're not selling the value. And selling the value starts with your CSR, your customer service representative. Are they selling the value on what you do? Are your plumbers selling the value when they go out? Are they explaining everything they do? Are they explaining the process? We have to test this, we have to verify this. Maybe there's a permit, maybe there's subs. We actually do a lot of slab leaks and slab leak repair, so we tunnel up under people's houses a lot. Is it expensive? Absolutely it's expensive. But when you get down to the cost of things, when you get down to the value of things, it adds up and it comes to a higher price. But you can actually get people to do it cheaper. The problem is you normally get what you pay for. So I want you as a customer or you as a plumber to think of it both these ways. What value are you getting? Are you just hiring the most expensive plumbing company, but they're really not doing things right? Or are you hiring somebody cheap and they're really not doing things right? Me, I see the value in it. I want customers that actually understand why we do what we do, and that's why I make videos. That's why I explain things to them. That's why hopefully my plumbers are going in and talking to them about what it is we're gonna do, why we do it, how we do it, and what separates us from everybody else. What are those labor costs? What are those vehicles costs? What are the materials costs? Well, I gotta tell you this, just this year, materials have gone up drastically. The cost of plumbing for a company owner is expensive. Water heaters have gone up. Plastic has gone up. Well, you look at those 2 things right there, that's a lot of what we use every single day. The cost of plumbing is gonna get more expensive and labor's harder to find. I talk about how many people the trades are short nationwide all the time. And with that labor shortage, we've got to pay plumbers even more money to get better plumbers in here. And we want the best plumbers. I don't want the worst. When was the last time you hired somebody and thought, you know what, I want the worst guy in town to come do it? Well, you know what? you're going to get your value then. Well, if he doesn't overcharge you. So one of the big things that I run into is we go out to houses for doctors, lawyers, things like that. And I just love it because they always say, look, you charge more than I do. Well, I really doubt that's true, but after doing research, they may be right. Well, plumbers make good money. Some plumbers, I know a lot of plumbers that actually make more than most doctors and lawyers. Now, is that fair? I'm not going to tell you what's fair or not. I'm going to tell you that they sell the value in what they do every single day. And if you're a plumber, if you're a roofer, if you're an electrician, if you're an HVAC tech, and you can learn to come in and communicate with your customers and sell value, you're going to be doing good. I'm not saying overcharge them. We never want to overcharge a customer. But when you come in and you look at what the other companies are doing, the service they're providing, the things that they're doing, and are they doing it right or wrong? Are they using the best product available? There's lots of ways that residential service companies could skimp, and I gotta tell you, I don't like it. We wanna provide the best service and the best product every day. If you're a residential service provider and you walk in with that mindset each and every day, you wanna provide the best product. Not the cheapest product, not the easiest product to do. You wanna provide the best product no matter what it is, and you go above and beyond to take care of your customers. And each and everything that you can do, every step along the process, you are gonna do fantastic. Now, if you're a customer and you feel like you've been overcharged, do me a favor and leave me a comment down below and let me know what was it that they didn't sell you on. Because we give people upfront pricing. So we tell them the pricing in the beginning, then they come in later and say, oh my gosh, this was too expensive. Well, you didn't say that when we were standing there saying we'd be willing to fix it right then. You wanted to complain about it later. And to me, that part just isn't fair. Anyway, what do you think? Now, if you're a plumber, are you selling the value? Do you see what you do different from every other company? Because if you work for a company that charges more, you need to be able to explain that value. What do you do different from everybody else? So anyway, you're right. Plumbing is expensive. And if you're not selling the value, people feel like they're getting ripped off. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please share it with somebody. And if you like what we're doing and it makes you feel good to watch it, click the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on anything. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. I'll see you in the next video if you don't get flushed.